I told you to dig for wild greens, and you bring back a basket of rotten roots to fool me. Do you want the whole family to starve? Now explain the wild greens. Can't tell greens from roots? And you still claim you didn't slack off? You must answer for this today. Grandma, he's faking it. He's always been stubborn. Knowing he can't deliver, he just lies on the ground and stays silent. First, let him stay in the woodshed. When he's thought it through, we'll get the truth. Su Wantang, don't blame me. You stood in the way of Chunxing and Quilian. Wasn't I trapped in a zombie encirclement? Just one step away. I could leave that danger zone. I became a young girl fleeing famine. Sioux family, King village, famine year. His mother was forced to leave the Sioux family early on. Wanshan stayed here all along. Over the years, he did a lot of chores, but got very little food. This is the space. That meteor wasn't for nothing. Heaven gave me a way out. Bandits are coming. Bandits are in the village. Everyone retreat to the village entrance. The original body was naturally strong. Too bad he never ate enough. Was too weak, so his strength never showed. Dad, Mom, we have the grain. What about the household registration? No time. First, meet up with Li Zhang at the village entrance. Staying alive matters. The whole family remembered the grain and the household registration. But no one found me still locked in the woodshed. It seems in this family, the original body never had a real place. From now on, I can't leave my safety in others' hands. Someone still here? Miss, hand over the grain and valuables. I won't hurt you. I'll make sure you get fed. Ah, stay back. Shut up. Who are you yelling at? Su Wantang, aren't you strong? Go stop him. Su Beogan. You stole my wild greens. Got me beaten, and I haven't settled with you yet. Now you want to trade my life for yours? You're worthless goods. What's wrong with taking a hit for me? I'm the Sioux family's male heir. My life is more valuable than yours. The Sioux family's male heir? Then why didn't you protect Grandma? Why not protect the grain? You only shove your cousin at the bandits. Move again, and when the villagers return, I'll hand you over to the authorities. What are you doing? Hand over the household registration. This is mine. You're taking the Su family's registration, but my name's in it too. You locked me in the woodshed to die, and want to take my registration away? Su Beogen, you really think I'm still the fool you used to bully? Su Wantang, you dare rob me. This is my way to live, not your private property. That's not the bandit's grain. It's the lifeline of all Heian village. To survive in chaos, you can't just hide. I have a space, strength, and know the village roads, since heaven let me open my eyes again. I'll make something of this life. Fortune comes with risk. But this time, I'm not after fortune. I'm after survival. And justice. And justice. Where's the grain? I'm asking, where's the grain? Who did this? Who dares steal our grain? Chief, something's off. 2 cartloads that big. How could they vanish? Could the villagers have moved it together? The villagers? They ran faster than rabbits. Who'd have the guts to silently haul off 2 carts of grain and tie people up like this? It's gotta be more than one. Search. After we collect the village's grain, head up the mountain immediately and search. Whoever dares take grain from our mouths, I'll hunt them down. It really went in. Even the cart went in. The space is awesome. Back at the village entrance, I just tried it on a whim, thinking to store it in the space. Not just the grain. The wheels, ropes, wooden frame all went in. I can check supplies directly in the space. 3 bags of millet, 2 bags of soybeans, 4 bags of wheat, a bundle of smoked fish, 2 strips of cured meat, some dried vegetables, and a jar of pickles. There are small wooden boxes hidden under the bags. Silver bits and copper coins add up to over 60 taels. These bandits sure know how to rob. They want grain and money too. They're trying to drive Heian village to the wall. I can't show these things around. In chaos, grain is a lifeline. But flaunting wealth invites disaster. First, survive, then find a chance to return the villagers' grain. This is Heian village, under Anyang County, Laozhou. The area's been in drought for over a year. Last fall's harvest was nearly nothing. Now it's spring plowing, and not a drop of rain from the sky, while water dwindles day by day. For a mouthful of food, wild greens, bark, roots, they've searched everything. The original body is 18 this year, short and thin, but naturally very strong. When he followed adults to the fields as a kid, one hoe swing was faster than an adult's. Once, a wild boar charged out of the mountains, trashing the crops in the fields. Several village men backed off in fear, but the original body grabbed a hoe and forced the boar back. Since then, the Su family saw him as a treasure. Heavy work for him, tiring work for him, dirty work for him too. When cousins slacked off, he covered. When ants didn't want to carry water, he went. Clearing fields also fell on him, climbing mountains to chop wood, going down to the river for mud. Everything fell on him. Everything falls on her. But when it's time to eat, she's always the last. Least food, worst dishes. Gets scolded the most. Old Mrs. Su bore the Su family 5 sons. Never bowed her head in Heian village. The eldest branch is Su Dashen. He has 2 sons and a daughter. Eldest son Su Beogen. Second son Su Chengyong. Eldest daughter Su Chengxing. The second branch is the protagonist's. Her father is Su only has her as a daughter. The third branch is Su Senwang, has a son and a daughter. Son Su Changshao, daughter Su Quilian. The fourth branch is Su Sigui, has a son named Su Shouyi. This year is dry. Spring plowing is especially hard. Su Dashan and the third branch slack off, push the hardest reclamation work. All onto Su Su toughs it out for a month, reclaims a few acres, but collapses from exhaustion, dies without even seeing a doctor. Old Su and his wife shed a few tears. What hurts most isn't losing a son, it's that there's no one left for heavy labor. As for Yuanshen's mother, Yao, she'd long had enough of Su Erhe's spinelessness. Right after Su Erhe's 7th-day mourning, she went to her family to arrange a remarriage elsewhere. Before leaving, she didn't even glance at Yuanshen. A worthless girl. What use would I have taking her? A Su family seed. Let the Su family raise her themselves. From then on, Yuanshen completely became a little laborer with no protection in the Su family. The Zus exploit her strength for gain, while looking down on her. Women say she's not like a girl. Men say she's too strong. Shamus the men. What's wrong with being strong? Being strong means you survive. In those dozen years of the apocalypse, she learned one thing clearly. Be kind, but kindness must have teeth. If you can't protect yourself, you don't even get a chance to reason. Now, fate has sent her to a place without zombies and given her strength and a space. This isn't a hard start. It's a fresh start. Looks like a villager's pig. Bandits scared it out of its pen. Free meat delivered. Let's test the space's rules. Store. No struggle. No sound. Can store living things too. Number. There seems to be a vague limit in the space. Can store grain, wood, carts, silver, and briefly store non-aggressive livestock, but not people. At least when I tried to store the bandit, the space didn't react. Good. The space is a lifeline, not a tool for evil. Can't return this pig to the village. Bandits are still looting. It'll just get stolen again. Keep it for now. Deal with it later when safe. Wow. Tonight, chickens, ducks, fish, and pork are lining up to join me. Store. Thin.
Hungry. Tired.
But relieved. The space has grain, silver, firewood, and pigs and chickens. Not completely safe yet, but at least she's no longer the little girl locked in the woodshed waiting to die. The Zus probably fled into the mountains. Old Mrs. Su, Su Dashan, Su Sanwang, Su Beogen. They probably think I died in the woodshed, but I'm not in the mood to settle scores now. The priority is to avoid the bandits, protect the food, and save who I can. What the Zus owe me, none of it will be forgotten. Bandits steal from the village, won't take a single bag away. To survive this chaos, you need brains, boundaries, and skills. The space is full, and so is my confidence. Fate gave me a second chance, so I won't just survive. I'll live with dignity. Su Wantang. You're not dead. Wantang girl, you're alive. You've been in the village all this time. Why didn't you flee with everyone? I wanted to flee, but when the bandits came, the Zus locked me in the woodshed. Nonsense. Who locked you? You worthless girl. Alive is alive. Don't slander the family. Old Mrs. Sue. You forgot. You said I cheated you with tree roots. You beat me and had me dragged to the woodshed. You had Sue Beogan put the lock on yourself. Wantang, mind your manners with elders. Rules, even if she was mad. She was teaching you manners. Teaching manners when bandits came. You remember the grain, the bags, the registration. But forgot a person locked in the woodshed. That's teaching manners. That's too much. Bandits raiding.
It's a life or death moment.
Locking a child in the woodshed. Rebellious, rebellious. You dare talk back in front of outsiders. Watch me tear your mouth apart today. You dare stop me. From now on, no one's going to hit me whenever they want. I'm a person, not livestock the Zus can lock up and beat as they please. You unfilial thing. Your dad's been dead just a few days, and you're already denying your family. When my dad was alive, the Zus made him do the dirtiest, hardest work. When he collapsed from exhaustion, no one called a doctor. After he died, you piled all the work on me, and now you use my dad against me. Old Mrs. Sue, don't you feel guilty? Don't you? Mom, Dad. Come quick, big brother's in the backyard. He's alive, but something's wrong with him. Beogan, my precious grandson. Sue Beogan. He didn't escape far. The night the bandits came, Sue Beogan pushed me toward them and tried to climb the wall alone. Troubles found me. Hurry. Looks like he fell climbing the wall that night and was trapped by smoke and chaos. Couldn't leave in time. Beogan, my son, wake up. How did you end up like this? My precious grandson. Who did this to you? Who made you like this? Her.
It's her.
Sue Wantang, did you harm my son? I knew it. You jinx. You didn't die yourself and came back to harm my grandson. Everyone sees. He was alone in the village these days. Whatever happened is his word. Wantang, what happened to your brother? How did he get hurt so bad? Don't you owe the Zus an explanation? Fine. Let's talk clearly in front of the village head and everyone. That night the bandits came. Didn't you push me from behind toward them? Didn't you use my life to buy time for your escape? Didn't you have the Zus registration in your pocket? But never thought to take me with you. Nonsense, my son wouldn't do that. Whether he would, he knows himself. Sue Beogan, I'll ask you again. Do you dare swear in front of the village head? Beogan, tell the truth. What really happened that night? Village head, why are you asking him? He's hurt this bad. It's definitely that dead girl Sue Wantang's doing. Grandpa village head, I'm not afraid of questions. Sue Beogan's injuries are from falling while climbing the wall to escape. When the bandits broke in, he screamed first, drawing attention, then pushed me toward them. I broke free, retrieved my own registration, left the backyard. How he fell, everyone can see from the wall. Just look at the base of the wall. It's so low. If someone climbed over steadily, they wouldn't be hurt this badly. Unless they panicked. That night, who wouldn't panic when bandits raided the village? But if he really pushed his cousin toward the bandits, that's just despicable. What do you know? My grandson is the Su family's heir. Su Wantang is just a girl. What's wrong with using her as a shield in a crisis? Old Madame Su. That's going too far. No matter how poor or chaotic, life shouldn't be valued so differently. Wantang is also a member of Hien village, and she has Su blood. Locking her in the woodshed was already wrong. If Baogan really pushed her toward the bandits, that's even more cruel. Village chief, you can't be biased. My grandson is hurt like this. Someone must take responsibility. The ones responsible are the bandits. And those who only save themselves in the chaos, pushing others out. Su Baogan's wounds can be treated. But what he did must also be made clear.
Help.
Save my son. Who has water? Who has food? There's water and food in the storage, but I can't bring them out publicly. And I can't let the Su family think I'm still the one they can bully. I put these in the house earlier so I can explain their source. Grandpa Village Chief, give this water and flatbread to Su Baogan to keep him going. But I have conditions. You dare make conditions while feeding your brother. First, from today on, I won't live in the Su house. Second, the fields my father left and my personal belongings, the Su family can't take. Third, in front of the whole village, the Su family must admit that they locked me in the woodshed that night and didn't care if I lived or died. You dream. A girl like you wants to separate from the family? Then I'll report it to the authorities. The bandit raid is a big deal. And the Su family locking me in the woodshed, Su Baogan pushing me to block the bandits, is also a big deal. Then I'll accept whatever the county court decides. Report to the authorities he fears that the most, if it really goes to court, the Su family's reputation will be ruined. Wantang, we're all family. No need to make it so ugly. Now you remember we're family, uncle. That night you all fled. Who remembered I was in the woodshed? Enough. The village is in trouble now. Save people first, settle scores later. Wantang's 3 conditions aren't unreasonable. If the Su family has nothing to hide, come clean in public. Fine. First save Baogan. Wantang won't live in the Su house for now. Her father's property will be dealt with when the village is stable. Not for now. From today on, I'll take care of myself and live on my own. I won't take a grain of rice from the Su family. And the Su family can't take a stick of firewood from me. An 18-year-old girl just escaped from the bandits' fire. Her family didn't protect her, but she survived alone in the ruined village. All right, Sunlin, you witness. If you really can stand on your own, no one can force you back to the Su family. No one can force you back to the Su family. He's not convinced. But from the moment I opened that woodshed door, the Su Wantang who was pushed around is dead. The bandits are gone, but the drought remains. Food is gone. Houses are destroyed. Next, Hien village's real hardship is just beginning. I won't be the Su family's slave anymore. But I won't watch innocent people starve either. He wants to live. And also make those who owe pay. Not through personal grudges. Not through cruelty. But through skill, rules, and justice. Grandpa Village Chief. Don't go into the ruined houses tonight. The bandits just left. The beams are unstable. And the well water is low. Everyone gather in the village square first. Survivors should stick together. We'll find food later. But no more lives should be lost. Why are you acting like a saint? I'm not acting like a saint. I just know life is more important than arguing. As for what the Su family owes me, I'll settle it slowly, but not now. Beogen. My grandson. How did you get hurt so badly? Old man, old man. Wake up. Beogen is hurt like this. You can't fall too. Suwantang. Why are you still alive? The night the bandits raided, Beogen is hurt this badly. But you're completely fine? You good for nothing. Your cousin is dying, so why are you standing here unharmed? Why wasn't it you who got hurt? Why wasn't it you who fell? It must be you who harmed my son. You've been unlucky since you were little. You killed your own father, and now it's my son's turn. Why did you come back? Why didn't you die in the woodshed? When bandits raid, everyone barely escapes with their lives. But the first thing the Su family says is asking why she didn't die. Old Madame Su, that's too cruel. I'll kill you, you jinx, right now. So you won't kill off all the Zus one by one. Why am I alive? Because I wasn't meant to die. Because when the bandits raided, the Su family only cared about grabbing food and fleeing. No one unlocked the woodshed for me. Because Su Beogen pushed me to block the bandits, and I didn't just wait to die. Because I fought my way out. You ask why? You ask why I'm still alive? Then let me ask you, how did my father die? Wasn't it because Su Dashan and Su Senwang were lazy, dumping all the heavy work on him? He collapsed from exhaustion? Did the Su family get him a doctor? The day after his funeral, my mother remarried. And did you protect me? Su Wantang, stop talking nonsense. Why are you in such a hurry, uncle? I'm not done yet. Who swapped the wild vegetables I gathered for rotten roots? Who came up with the idea to beat me? Who dragged me into the woodshed? When the bandits rushed into the yard, who was it that pushed me forward? This. If Beogen really pushed her, that's just too cruel. Bullying her at home is one thing, but using her as a shield when fleeing. No wonder she doesn't want to go back. Don't listen to her nonsense. She's a jinx. She killed her father. She drove her mother away. And now Beogen is hurt like this. It must be her fault. A jinx? Old Madame Su, you said it well. My father died of exhaustion, and that's my fault. My mother remarried, and that's my fault? Su Beogen hurt himself falling off a wall, and that's my fault. Then how is it that all you Zus? Eating from the land my father cleared, drinking the water I fetched, using the wild vegetables I gathered, haven't been jinxed into eating less? Su Wantang, how dare you talk to your grandmother like that? Calm down. You were also in on swapping wild veggies for tree roots together with Su Quilian. You little brat. If I don't teach you a lesson today, you'll think no one in the Su family can control you. Uncle, you want to beat me to death too? My dad was just buried not long ago, and you're already trying to beat his only daughter to death. In front of the village chief and the whole village. If you dare lay a hand on me, I'll dare to report you to the authorities. Then let the county court ask how the Su family drove an honest man to his death, and how, on the night of the mountain fire, they locked an 18-year-old orphan girl in the woodshed. Enough, Su Dashan. You want to shame the Su family even more? Now the village is burned, the grain is looted, and people are unsettled. Instead of thinking about saving lives and rebuilding homes, you're taking your anger out on a child. Su Erhi's body is still warm. Is this how you treat his only daughter? Aren't you afraid he'll be heartbroken in the afterlife? I can't take this anymore. My grandson is injured. The old man passed out. And now even a little girl dares to walk all over me. The Sioux family raised him for all these years, and this is the thanks we get? He's so capable. Then he can leave the Sioux family. From today on, he's on his own. Grandma will kick him out. Then who will fetch water and chop wood? Who will dig for wild vegetables? Yeah, there's so much work to do. We can't do it all ourselves, can we? Idiot! Look at the times we're in. The wild veggies on the mountain are almost all dug up, and the fields are cracked from drought. How much work is there really? Keeping him means sharing our food with him. Before, he was strong and useful, so they kept him around. Now the village is in trouble. Food is scarce, and he's just a burden. Am I not a person? When I'm useful, I'm a workhorse. Now I'm a burden.
Exactly. Indeed.
The wild vegetables on the mountain are almost gone. The fields are cracked from drought. There's hardly anything left alive. Keeping her means sharing our food. Half our grain was looted. It's not worth it. Before, I was strong and could work, so they kept me. Now the village is in trouble. Food is scarce. I've become a burden. Granny Sue everywhere is dry, and the village was hit by bandits. Expelling Wantang now is pushing her to her death. She's only 18. Village chief, our Sioux family is struggling too. Bayogan is injured. The old man is unconscious. We don't have food to feed him. If he can survive on his own, let him. Sue, aren't you going to do something? I'm dizzy. He's not really dizzy. He's trying to make Granny Sue take the blame. Later he'll pretend he didn't know and scold her. That way the Sioux family saves face. But times are hard. Every household is struggling. No one has spare food for Su Wantang. He wants to protect her but can't forever. Village chief, don't trouble yourself. I'm willing to leave the Sioux family, but not being kicked out. It's a separation. What did you say? I want to separate from the Sioux family. The land and things my father Sioux left, and my household registration, must belong to me. From now on, I won't eat a single grain from the Sioux family, and they can't force me to do any work. They can't trade my marriage for money either. Dream on, you're just a girl. You want a share of the Sioux family's stuff? Who are you to speak? Who are you to speak? Since I don't deserve a share, then I don't have to work for the Sioux family either. If you want to kick me out, fine. The village chief is here, and so are all the villagers. Today, put it in writing. I leave the Sioux family. I owe them nothing. And from now on, the Sioux family can't control, sell, beat, or rob me in the name of elders. Otherwise, I'll go to the county court. Wonton, don't forget your roots. The Sioux family raised you for 14 years. Raised me on leftovers, had me do all the heavy chores, beat and locked me in the shed, even tried to push me out for bandits. This kid isn't being stubborn. She really wants to live clearly. Everyone heard that. Wantang is willing to split off. She won't take Sue's grain. As for the land, we'll decide after the disaster when we survey. But her household registration and freedom must be clear today. Write it down, old man, with the whole village watching. Stop making a scene. A makeshift wooden board became the witness table for Su Wantang leaving the Sioux family. Starting today, Su Wantang separates from the Sioux family. She won't take their grain. The Sioux family can't force her into labor, marriage, or sale. Land will be reassessed after the disaster. Today, the whole village bears witness. Wantang, are you sure? It won't be easy. You'll have to bear the hardship alone. You've suffered a lot too. But before it was for the Sioux family. Now it'll be for yourself. At that moment, it felt like a lock. Finally open. Don't regret it. Away from the Sue family, you'll starve to death sooner or later. Granny Sue, I didn't die when you locked me in the shed. Don't worry about me starving. Better think about why Sue Baogan is so injured. Who'll fetch water and chop wood? Who'll dig for wild vegetables? They finally realized that with Su Wantang gone, no one would do the heavy work.
Take this.
This is your proof. Thank you, village chief. Child, live well from now on. I will. The house is burned down. Food is gone. Family abandoned me, but I'm not afraid. From this moment on, I'm no longer the Su family's slave, nor am I a worthless girl everyone can step on. I am Su Wantang, a person who will live with dignity in this chaotic world. Are you kidding? I'm 100% willing. If he hadn't spoken first, I would have had to scheme more to make the Su family separate from me. As it is, a godsend. But knowing the Su family, they won't let me go easily. Wantang, this is not the time to be stubborn. If you leave the Su family, how will you survive alone? It's dry everywhere, and bandits just hit the village. You're an 18-year-old girl. Even if you're strong, you can't do everything alone. Such a good child, ruined by the Su family. Wantang girl, think again. Away from the Su family, no one will protect you. It's hard for a girl living alone. Yeah, even if the Su family is bad, at least you have a roof. I mean, well, but under that roof, there's no life. Only beatings, schemes, and exploitation. Village chief, since you care so much, why don't you take her in? This ungrateful girl still has some strength. Give her some food. Let her fetch water, chop wood, and work. Then she won't starve. Granny Sue, you're really calculating. You don't want to feed Wantang, but you want her to keep working for you. The Su family used her for everything. Now you're in a hurry to kick her out. Her, the only daughter. No mercy at all. Easy for you to talk. You have plenty of food. Why don't you take her in? Wantang isn't from my family. Even I can't stand it. The Su family thinks she wastes food, so they want to get rid of her.
Enough.
Wantang, if you're willing, come stay at my place first. My family isn't well off either, but I can spare some thin porridge. When things improve, I'll make a long-term plan. Yeah, Wantang, come to Grandma's house. I won't let you go homeless. The village chief's family genuinely wants to help, but I can't go. First, they're not rich. Second, I have my space and supplies, and my own plans. More importantly, I finally got out of the Su family. I don't want to depend on others. The thatched hut at the village entrance is livable. I'll settle there first, as long as I have shelter from the wind and rain. And won't freeze. I want to live alone. And won't freeze. I want to live alone. I want to stand on my own. In the past, I had no choice but to work for the Su family. From now on, I work for myself. This is the path I chose. Old Lady Su and Wantang are at least Su blood. You insisted on separating her. We couldn't stop you. Now there's famine again? You have to give her something to live on. What's something to live on? We can barely feed ourselves. We have nothing to give her. It's not that Uncle doesn't want to help you. Life is hard for you at home too. You should understand the family's difficulties. Here we go again. Every time I have to take a loss, they praise me for being understanding. I don't want the Su family's grain. I want the land deed for the 2 acres my father left. What did you say? What did you say? My father Suer is dead. He only had me, a daughter. I should have a share of those 2 acres under his name. If you want me to live on my own, fine. Give me the land deed. Dream on. A little girl like you dares to covet the land deed. This is Su family land. When did it become your turn to ask? Since I'm a Su, I'm entitled to what my father left. If I'm not a Su, then don't meddle in my marriage either. No land deed. Fine, then. I'll go to the town's academy tomorrow. and ask Uncle Su Mingli. Su Mingli is old lady Su's favorite youngest son, and the most face-conscious person in the Su family. Su Mingli is a scholar and cares most about reputation. I want to ask him if locking up your own niece in the woodshed, leaving her to die when bandits attack the village, and now kicking her out with nothing, whether such family conduct would affect his studies at the academy. You dare? Why wouldn't I dare? I even escaped the woodshed. What's a trip to town? Old Lady Su Wantang has a point, since she's separating households. We can't send her out with nothing. Those 2 acres were left by Su. It's not right for you to keep them. Yeah, give her the land. She's already on her own. Keeping her father's land is too much. If the Su family does this, who would want to marry into the Su family? Who would marry a Su girl? That hit old lady Su's weak spot, especially since Su Chunxing and Su Quillian haven't been betrothed yet. If the reputation is ruined, things will get troublesome. Fine. I'll give it to you. Let's see. If you can survive on those 2 acres of dry land, away from the Su family. Two acres of dry land under Su Erhe's name.
Thanks.
What's there to thank? Don't come begging the Su family when you starve. Don't worry. Even if I have to eat wind, I won't beg for a bite from the Su family. Here. That thatched cottage at the village entrance has been empty. Wantang can stay there for now. The village is suffering from famine, so if the house is usable, don't leave it empty. No one is to bother her. Thank you, Grandpa Village Head. Only I know. I am finally free. I'm finally free. Grandpa Village Chief. Wanna sell these 2 mu of land. Sell it. Wantang, this is your lifeline. If you sell it now, what will you do later? There's a drought now. The fields can't grow grain. I can't turn these 2 mu into food right away. The grain price in town has already gone up. If the drought continues, won't it be harder to sell, while grain gets more expensive? Whether the crops will survive is uncertain. Wait a little longer. What if it rains? Grandpa Village Chief.
If it rains, I'll accept it.
But right now I need grain more. Keeping the land is hope. But having grain in hand is survival. All right. I'll ask around for you. But don't rush into a decision. If I find a reliable buyer, I'll let you know. Thank you, Grandpa Village Chief. Here, take some mixed grains. Make porridge with it for now. Grandma Shulian, I can't accept this. Why not? You're just a child, newly separated, with nothing in your home. This little grain won't last us long, but it can tide you over. I really can't take it. Grandpa Village Chief's family isn't well off either. I'm strong. I'll go up the mountain to dig wild greens tomorrow. With luck, I might find some game too. Besides, I have the land deed. I can trade it for grain. Selling the land, that won't happen overnight. Won't. Grandma Shulian, I'll remember your kindness. When I'm better off someday, I'll repay you and Grandpa Village Chief. Grandpa Village Chief, don't forget about selling the land. This child, how is she so mature? I hope the heavens take pity and let this child truly make her own way. That girl really won't take the grain. She's only 18, living alone in a thatched hut, going into the mountains alone. How can she manage? Wantang has backbone. More than her father had. Don't bring that up. If Su had been tougher back then, he wouldn't have been worn down by the Su family. He just left, leaving Wantang, a girl, to suffer. This is all we can do for her. I just hope she's tough enough to really turn her life around. If the Sioux family doesn't hold her back anymore, she might just survive. The way old Madame Sioux hid that land deed was disgusting. Even carrying it by the corner all the way. I still feel a weird smell on my hands. Over a year of drought, even the plants are wilted. The wild greens in the shallow hills have been mostly dug up by the villagers. The deeper you go, the more there is. These days, villagers must have been hiding in the deep mountains. After finding the bandits gone, they dared to return bit by bit. I've been near the village these past few days, now that they're back. It's harder to use the space freely. In that case, I might as well go deep into the mountains. Fewer people, more resources, and a chance to test out what this space can really do.
Collect.
With strength and space, life isn't impossible. That's a potential herb, also called chicken leg root. Its leaves are slender, green on top, white underneath, with 2 to 4 pairs of leaflets. Easy to identify. Before the apocalypse, some people treated it like a miracle plant. But now, medicinal value is secondary. What matters is that it's edible. Its underground tubers can fill the stomach. Peeled, they're white and tender, like little chicken legs. Nice, can be a snack, or stave off hunger. The original body was starving for a long time. Weak spleen and stomach. Can't eat too much at once. Leaves are oval, with fine fuzz. Romania's medicinal part is mainly the root. Cutting it would be a waste. Liue Divan Wan mainly contains Romania. If I get a chance to go to a pharmacy later, this might fetch some money. There's too little in the shallow hills. To survive, I have to go deeper. I'll cook something here. The wheat hasn't been husked. Boiled directly, it's tough and coarse. Millet porridge is best now. Filling, warming the stomach. The original body knows how to use a fire striker. But this is my first time doing it myself. The principle is simple, but doing it isn't easy, got it? Hold on, food's almost ready. If anything goes wrong, I'll instantly store the pot, firewood, and food, all into the space. There's still oil on the pot. Can be used again next time. Roasted taro tastes no worse than pre-apocalypse snacks. Pity there are no potatoes or sweet potatoes. Or I'd bury them in the fire. The smell would be irresistible. No zombies. No old Madame Sioux's scolding. No Sioux family's shameless exploitation. Just me, and a pot of porridge, a plate of greens, a fire. Life seems hopeful again. Forget it. What I lack now isn't rules, but strength. Soft, fragrant. This is what living feels like. The fire must be completely out. Ashes scattered, so no one finds traces I was here. After an afternoon, the space has more arm-thick logs, and 3 bundles of dry firewood, and half a basket of wild greens. Can't go further. The deep mountains are dangerous after dark. These can be used for fire later, or layered on the shelter for wind protection. Sturdy and dry. A big rock blocks the wind behind. A clear view ahead. Not many trees around. Easy to escape if in danger. Easy to escape if in danger. Wood is plentiful in the forest, but building something solid takes effort. It blocks wind and dew, and hides me. If I set it up right, I can take it apart and store it tomorrow. Reuse it next time. Reusable stuff shouldn't be wasted. In a famine, wasting is against survival. Julien is out. If I don't plan to reuse it, it's easier to just hang it on a branch or lean a fallen log. But I can't just think about tonight. I'll need it later too. Since the space has ready timber, I don't need to run around cutting much faster than ordinary people. A frame isn't enough. Wind will blow in, and night dew will fall. The entrance is sealed. The fire isn't directly facing inside. Room for firewood beside. Tonight I can sleep. About 6 feet long. A plank about 2 feet wide. Almost 2 meters long. 80 centimeters wide. Enough for my current body. Sleeping alone won't cut it. The ground is too cold. Lying on it all night. I'll ache all over tomorrow. The mountains are damp and full of bugs and ants. I need to build a simple wooden bed. But if it's not stable, tear it down and start over. My hands are red from the vines. But it feels good. The bed is done, not refined. Even a bit rough. But sturdy enough to sleep on. Good thing I'm strong. Otherwise I couldn't have done it. I've been wanting to see if there's a way to survive deep in the mountains. Now, it seems, things aren't looking good. It's been dry too long. Wild veggies near the foot are almost dug up. Deeper in, it's a bit greener. But water is hard to find. Without water, animals can't live. Without animals, hunting for food is a pipe dream. Got food and firewood. Next, water is the top priority. The space can store things. If I find a steady water source, I need to stock up fast. Otherwise, no matter how much food, without water, I won't last. And silver. I have a bit. I need to find a way to trade herbs and game, and lumber for more food and supplies. Surviving in this era isn't easy, especially in a famine year. But compared to the apocalypse full of zombies, at least there's order here, and reasonable people like the village chief. As long as I stay smart, I can move forward step by step. A bed one built myself. A house one built myself. Even if it's shabby, I don't have to please anyone. No more old lady Sue calling me a waste. No more being bossed around by the Sioux kids. And no fear of being dragged out to work at night. Living alone in ancient times. No zombies. No Sioux family.
It's awesome.
Feels great. Can't sleep too deep. After a night, my body aches, but my spirits are good. No toothbrush. Just have to clean my mouth simply like this. Deep in the mountains, no idea when I can go back. Can't cook a meal every time. Too time-consuming. And too easy to expose my whereabouts. Today I'll make more food. JOKOU finds a water source. Looks for herbs, so I don't have to worry about cooking when hunting. Today's goal, find water and stock up food. And see how many ways to survive are hidden in the deep mountains. Water is more precious than grain. Grain can be saved. But water can't be saved if you want to live. If this drought continues, not to mention humans. Even the beasts in the mountains will run out. Now the space has grain, firewood, some silver, and pigs, chickens, taros, and wild vegetables. But none of that is enough. But it can be said that guarding water is half the battle. No one knows. I can't bet my life on water. Porridge can be made less, but water must be stored more. The space can keep things from spoiling and can be accessed anytime. This way. In the mountains, I don't have to start a fire and boil water every time. After doing all this, time to prepare the staple food. Can't touch the wheat yet. Haven't ground it into flour. Directly cooking it is too hard. It'll scratch the throat. Later when I go to town, I'll find a way to grind the wheat into flour. That is, into toasted flour. Better to toast it into rice. Toasted millet can be chewed dry, or brewed with a little hot water. Fragrant and filling, and saves water. And saves water. One pot, 2 pots, 3 pots. With rice, vegetables, and water. Entering the deep mountains gives confidence. Different from boiled millet porridge, not as soft, but with an extra toasted fragrance. The taste isn't amazing, but it's edible and filling. Next time I camp, I won't have to start from scratch. Today I head deeper into the mountains. Look for water, herbs, and ways to trade for grain. The drought is this bad. Where is there still water? Can't rely just on luck. Where trees grow lush, the groundwater is likely richer. If there's a stream, spring, or a low-lying water, the surrounding plants will be greener. Heading northeast. First remember the mountain numbers so I don't get lost. This is already beyond the edge, a place I've never been even in my memory. The Mo family taught me one thing. You can be bold, but you must keep a way out. Where there are animal tracks, water is often not far. Rabbits, pheasants, deer, small beasts, all need to drink. Follow these tracks. Better chance of finding water. Others entering the mountains would avoid beasts at all costs. 2 large animal tracks can't be taken lightly. The mountain forest isn't the village entrance. The dangers here won't reason with you. Good stuff. Gastrodia can be used as medicine. Take it to the town pharmacy. Can exchange for some silver. This isn't just a weed. This is grain, salt, oil. It's the confidence to survive later. Digging gastrodia can't be rushed. The tubers are in the soil. Digging them broken would be a shame. This makes me happier than finding coins. The deep mountains are so vast. If I keep searching, I'll find more. This is a bear. Tracks come from the west. Heading deeper into the woods, a bear is likely active nearby. Maybe this entire area is its territory. I only wanted to find rabbits and pheasants. Didn't expect such big trouble so soon into the deep mountains. A bear isn't an ordinary beast. Extremely sensitive smell. Can scent things from far away. Strong and not slow either. If I face it head-on, even with my natural strength, I can't fight it directly. Are there tall trees to climb? Are there large rocks to hide behind? Can I retreat quickly? Someone from the apocalypse. When facing danger, the worst is to be the most ruthless, but must be the calmest. Finding water is important, but life is more important. Have to change this route. There are bear tracks here. Better not go near. There are indeed ways to survive in the deep mountains, but also danger. And what I need to do is, before the danger comes, find water first. Find water first. Normally, beasts in the deep mountains are afraid of humans. That patch of grass is too still. That's not a human. It's a bear. A black bear. Can't run, can't climb trees. Can't turn my back to it. Damn, it's locked onto me. Can't panic. This is when I need to keep my cool. Turning and running will trigger its chase instinct. Climbing trees is also not an option. Too close. No time to climb high. Bears can climb trees too. If something happens, I can use tree trunks and big rocks to block its charge, then find a chance to escape. Backed up to here. At least trees and rocks can block a bit. Here it comes. This log won't hold it long. What can really save me is the space. Ordinary livestock can be briefly stored, but haven't tried with an aggressive beast yet. As long as the black bear touches this log, as soon as it touches, I can try once. Now, store it. A split second too late. If that bear paw lands on me, I might not even be able to stand. It got in. But the space isn't a place where I can freely deal with living things. This forced storage is more like a suppressing crisis. Letting it out recklessly. The space can save lives, but can't be abused. If I go around provoking beasts relying on the space, that's asking for death. That's asking for death. This bear isn't very fat. Probably just woke from hibernation. Even so, it must be at least 200 to 300 pounds. Could trade for a lot of grain and silver, but not now. A black bear is too conspicuous. Taking it to town rashly would arouse suspicion. Where beasts are active, there's likely a water source nearby. Can follow the tracks of that bear, not just to find water. Also need to watch for an escape route. Leave some marks. Sometimes break a branch. Sometimes carve a tree. Sometimes place 3 small stones. This way I can find my way back. Not completely dry hard soil, with a bit of moisture. The direction is right. Found it. Really found it. Near water sources, you're most likely to encounter beasts. The water isn't particularly clear, but it's not stagnant. Just boil it and it's drinkable. Got grain, got firewood. Found water too. The pool isn't big, can't take it all at once. We need to leave some for the mountain animals and let the spring water slowly accumulate. This place can't be known by too many people. Once the water source is exposed, it will cause competition. Mark the location first. Wait until I'm sure it's safe to come and go. Then decide whether to tell the village chief. The pond is about 3 feet long. At its deepest, it's only a foot. But in this severe drought, this pool of water is already precious enough. There are many footprints near the water source. Small ones like hares and mountain rats. Slightly larger ones like musk deer. And the most obvious is a set of paw prints left by a bear. The width, claw marks, and impressions all match. With the black bear from the space, the footprints are almost identical. No wonder it's been guarding around here. The water seeps out from cracks in the rock, drip by drip, slowly filling the pond. This type of water seeping through mountain rocks. After layers of filtration. As long as it's boiled, it's safe to drink. Well, very well. This black bear really knows how to claim territory. Just drinking water is fine, but it also leaves scent marks by the pond. Even the edges of the pond water aren't spared. Forget it, the pond water can't be taken directly. Trying to reason with wild beasts. I was overthinking. Luckily, the source is still in the rock crevice. Just collect the new water at the outlet. It's still usable. Can't dig too deep. If I collapse the water channel and block the spring, that would be a loss greater than the gain? After waiting for 15 minutes, only a shallow layer of water accumulated in the bucket.
It's slow.
But better than nothing. There are plenty of containers in the space. All need to be filled. One bucket can hold 50 gin of water. At this rate, it'll take a long time to fill them. Since I have to wait, I can't just sit around wasting time. There are animal footprints near the pond. Wild animals will surely come to drink. I won't actively hunt big predators, but I can set some simple traps to see if I can catch wild pheasants or hares. With the stuff I set up last night, this time the setup is reusable. It's really convenient. With meat, I can build up strength. With fur, I can trade for things. Making traps requires rope. I didn't find suitable hemp rope in the Sioux family ruins. Regular vines can be used, but they're not strong enough, nor easy to control, to find rope in the deep mountains. The safest way is to make it myself. Peel bark and twist it into rope. The best material for me now is paper mulberry bark. First, get the paper mulberry bark. Good thing I marked the way. Follow these marks, and I won't get lost. Paper mulberry is truly a treasure in the mountains. The bark can make paper, or be peeled to make rope. I don't make paper, but the bark is tough, perfect for rope. It's often called a nuisance tree, because it's so resilient. Birds eat the berries, and spread the seeds everywhere. Wherever the seeds land, they take root. If left unattended, they quickly grow into a thicket. Things that survive a drought are tough. Can be used as a temporary dishcloth. There's also a pig in the space, and it needs grass feed. The female flowers bear red berries after pollination, looking like small bayberries when ripe, called false bayberries. They can be processed into medicine. The fruit isn't ripe yet. If I still have the goose then, I could pick some in the village. Can't cut all the trees. Just take what I need, and thin out the forest a bit. Pack it up for now. Peel and twist the rope back home. He didn't cut them all down, but pick the right size every few trees. Firewood is never too much, especially in this drought. If we need to flee, firewood we can carry as a lifeline. These leaves. Wild yam is way better than wild greens. Fills you up and aids digestion. Buries underground for a while. Digging it up is a hassle. Wild yam roots go deep. Without patience, they break easily. The bucket is still filling at the pool. Can't leave too long. Make a note. Come back after filling the water. Just wanted enough bark for rope. But stumbled on wild yam. The deep mountains are dangerous. But they also have plenty of good stuff. The bucket has a lot more water now. Not full yet, but at least I can see the clear surface. Got water and trap materials, and a wild yam to dig up. This escape from the Sioux family is slowly widening. Tough enough. Usable. First twist the rope. Then make the trap. Whether I get extra food tonight depends on this mulberry bark. In such a drought, this half bucket of water is more reassuring than silver. The bucket really collected almost half. Slow, but steady. It accumulates. The water jar is too heavy, and the crack under the rock isn't big enough. If it falls into the pool, it's all wasted. This water source is hard won. Can't take any risks. Now the two most important things are to keep collecting water and set traps near the water for small game. It's really tough. Not easy to break. This toughness is perfect for rope. These smooth sticks can be used as trap supports later. In 3 years, nothing goes to waste. 1, 2, 3. Before long, several strips of complete mulberry bark lay on the ground, easier to handle than vines. Rope like this. Can save your life in a pinch. Tie firewood, drag prey. Reinforce shelter. Make small hunting traps. Next, set the trap. Animals coming to drink will pass certain paths and shallow pits. There are faint rabbit tracks here, and some smaller footprints. Can't set the trap right by the pool. Too easy to disturb the water. If it attracts something dangerous, it'll be trouble. This spot works. Can't be too obvious. But can't be too hidden either. This trap doesn't rely on blood or brute force, but on positioning, patience, and skill. Can't block large animals' path. All set. Now, it's up to the little critters in the mountains. If I stay too long by the trap, my scent will linger, and they might not come near. First, check the water. Then dig the yam. It's spring now. The vine leaves are oval-shaped, smooth on top, with clear veins underneath, easy to spot. By summer and fall, the vine will grow yam bulbs. The bulbs are edible and can be used for planting. Haven't reached the bottom yet? When it finally stops, the hole was already almost as deep as he was tall. The yam at the bottom was bigger than expected. Thick taproot and thick side roots too. And he hadn't reached the end yet. This is a jackpot. If I dig it all out, it'll last for a good while. It's getting dark, hard to see in the pit. Keep digging, and I might break the yam, or lose sight of the path back. The bucket should be full by now. Also need to check the trap. Can't be greedy. Take some tonight, and dig the rest tomorrow. The yam is moist and fine textured. Looks tasty. Leave the head root. As long as the head remains, it can grow again next year. Can't strip it all. I shouldn't drain this mountain's bounty in one go. Cover it up, come back tomorrow. Remember the tree, rock, and vine markings. Today I got water, twisted rope, set traps, and dug a big yam. The Sioux family thought kicking me out would end me. But they don't know. After leaving them, I truly started to find my own way. First, swap the water bucket. Then check the trap. If I'm lucky tonight, I might add a dish. Won't necessarily get something right away. Leave it overnight. Maybe a surprise in the morning. Hunting in the mountains takes patience. Catch a haul on the first try. That's a dream, not hunting. A bit later, and he might have bitten through and escaped. Can't use this spot again for a while. Move to another spot. It's still usable. The other traps are still empty. 10 traps total. Caught a rabbit and a pheasant for a newcomer deep in the mountains. That's pretty good. Warm food in the stomach. Finally revived me. Water jars, pots, skins, and buckets add up to at least 400 gin. Use water sparingly. Won't run out anytime soon. The next day at dawn, he woke up. Good. The spot near the water was the right choice. Yesterday's poor camouflage still. There, just dew on the leaves. No prey fell in, that's fine. Means nothing messed with the yam last night. Dew fell into the pit at night, making the dry soil a bit sticky. If old Mrs. Sioux saw this, she'd call me a mud monkey again. Too bad. I don't have to hear her scoldings anymore. The deeper I dug, the thicker it got. and harder to extract. Can't yank it out. Just loosen the soil bit by bit. This digging took almost half the day. Almost at the bottom. Bottom reached. Finally at the bottom. Gathered what's edible. Left what can grow. Then, he filled the pit back with the dug-up soil, left the yam head, and filled the soil back. If new vines grow next year, I can come back. Don't dig up the roots completely. That's a rule Mo taught me. Resources are limited. Cutting off roots means cutting off your own future. Too bad I didn't catch more game. Enough. Can't be greedy. I'm leaving this place. So I can't leave traps in the mountains. Trapped animals. With no one to deal with them. That's cruel. Logically. There should be more animals near the water, except for that black bear. I didn't encounter any large game. I was thinking, if a beast came close, I'd use the space to protect myself and stock up on meat.
But now,
The animals are probably struggling with the drought too. With water, yam, rabbits and pheasants. This trip has been enough. There are hares and pheasants. That's enough for this trip. Even the ashes from the fire are cleaner than me. Wood ash cuts grease and dirt. Not as good as soap or scented soap. But in the mountains, the muddy water I washed off was shockingly dark. I've gathered everything I can. Can't leave behind any trouble. I need something decent to show when I get back to the village. Heading into the mountains to dig wild greens and yams. I caught a snake along the way. Sounds crazy, but it's not entirely unbelievable. Who in the village doesn't know I'm strong? Suwantang. What kind of snake is that around your neck? He's the grandson of village chief Lu Zhengnian, a year older than me. Usually pretty brave. How can you hang a snake around your neck? Ran into it on the road. Didn't want to carry it in my hand, so I just hung it there. Is that really about convenience? It's a snake! It's not moving anymore. It's not moving anymore. A few days ago, the Su family said she couldn't survive without them. But now, she's not only back alive, but also carrying wild greens, dug up yams, and brought back a snake on the way. Doesn't look like she's struggling at all. More like she's thriving in the mountains. We thought you ran into trouble deep in the mountains. My grandpa and grandma have been talking about you the last few days. The Su family, though, said nasty things. Said you wouldn't make it, and would come crying back to beg them. But my grandpa said, "You're not the type to act without a plan." Now, it seems, my grandpa was right. Just lucky. Wantang, my grandpa told me to tell you. Things have been unstable in the village lately. The Su family knew you didn't come back after splitting off. At first, they said you were just being stubborn. Then they heard someone wants to buy your 2 acres of land, and now they're anxious. What are they anxious about? They said those 2 acres can't be sold. But old Mrs. Su, as you know, won't let it go easily. I've already split off, and they still want to make decisions for me. It's not about the land. It's about losing the benefits they get from me. Good thing I don't plan to let them rest easy either. The Su family's in for trouble again. Let's go back to the village first. I want to see how the Su family plans to control me. Someone who's already split off. You go first. Afraid of the snake? Who's afraid? I just want you to go ahead. Water yams, wild greens, pray. All things I found myself. Back then, they thought I was kicked out to die. But I didn't come back begging or pleading. I came back with my own gains. Walking back with dignity.
Back.
My grandpa has been worried about you these days. He sends me to the village entrance every day to check. Said, if you came back, to tell him right away. Also, there's a small bag of millet in your house, which my grandma slipped in while you were in the mountains. Make sure to hide it well. Don't let the Sioux family see it. Tell Grandma Shulian thanks for me. I'll visit her tomorrow. Then I'll go tell my grandpa. Put that snake away properly. Don't scare people. Those scared might not be the good ones. Not much, but precious in Heian village these days. I'll remember this kindness. The aroma of roasted yams soon filled the room. But the village was in an uproar over my return. King Chuan, why are you running? Did bandits come into the village again? Are wild beasts coming down from the mountains? These days, everyone in Heian village is on edge. Someone went to the market in town. Not refugees. It's Su Wantang. Su Wantang is back. Wantang's back. I heard this girl's lucky and strong. What are you saying? Su Wantang is back. That's what King Chuan said. She should be back at the thatched hut by now. Mom, Dad. That brat Su Wantang is back. She's back. San Wang, everyone in the village says it's true. They saw her, said she came back from the deep mountains, carrying a basket full of stuff. Carrying a basket full of stuff. 3 days in the deep mountains. Must have found something good. Yams game. Or herbs. Baugen's injured like this, and we need something to nourish him. She's just a girl. What does she need so much stuff for? Let's go check it out. She's already split off. So what if she split off? She still has Sioux family blood. She found good stuff in the mountains. Shouldn't she honor her elders? Mom and Dad are right. These days fixing the house and treating Baugen's injuries have drained our money. Su Wantang is back already. She should at least bring something to help the family out. What can a little girl do with her stuff? Instead of wasting it, she should give it to the Sioux family. The Sioux family marched over aggressively. More like they were coming to collect, not to visit. Grandpa, Grandma, Su Wantang is back. She's back? Is she hurt? No injuries I can see. But she has a snake around her neck. What? A snake. This long. She said she ran into it on the road. That girl's too daring. The Sioux family heard the news, and they'll probably go after her. What do they want now? Whatever they want. We can't let Wantang face them alone. Let's go check it out. Both groups headed to the thatched hut almost at the same time. What are you doing? Old Lu that day, Su Wantang split off from her uncle. Now I, as her grandfather, have to go see her. Can't we even go visit? Can't stop them directly, but can't let them go in alone either. Don't go in. She really found food? I knew it. That girl must have hidden good stuff in the mountains. Su Wantang, you. Snake. Mom, Dad, a snake. A big snake. Here they come. Not meant to scare good people, but to stop unreasonable ones. Grandpa Lu, Grandma, what are you doing here? Kin Xuan said you were back, so we came to check. Good to see you're okay. I'm fine, thanks for your concern. Can't take out the money now. Someone already wants to buy those 2 acres of land, and the price is better than 1 tael an acre. If I show it publicly, they'll probably snatch it on the spot. There's trouble, but I can't say it now. Su Wantang, do you have no respect for your elders?
I do.
That's why I spoke to Grandpa Lu first. Wantang, your grandparents heard you were back and came to check on you out of kindness. And you hang a snake at the door to scare people. I didn't invite you. What kind of talk is that? We're family. The separation papers state clearly.
Clearly.
I've already split from the Su family. I won't eat a single grain of their rice. I won't do a single chore for them. They can't force me to work, marry, or sell me off. Now Uncle comes and says we're one family. Did you forget you pressed your fingerprint? So what if you split off? You still have Sioux blood in you. You find good stuff in the mountains. Shouldn't you honor your elders? So you came for my stuff. Stop talking nonsense. I'm just worried about you. Worried about me? Then why wasn't your first question? Are you hurt? How did you survive in the mountains? No, you stared at my pot. You asked what good stuff I found? Jia Jia really came for the stuff. Already separated. And she still plays this game. Wantang, your grandma spoke a bit harshly, but your cousin Baogan isn't healed yet. Sharing a little would be filial. What if I didn't find anything? Then why does your place smell so good? So you don't care about me. You just followed the smell. Su Wantang, don't be ungrateful. A little girl like you can't protect anything. Let the family keep it safe for you. I don't need the Su family's safekeeping. The wild greens I gathered in the mountains, the yams I dug up, I risk my life for all of it. If the Zus want some, go up the mountain themselves. No way you're taking mine. I, the elder, asked him personally, and he gave me no face at all. Su Wantang, do you really want to break ties? Are you leaving or not? You unfilial brat? How dare you scare your grandma with a snake? I keep the snake to guard the door. Not to scare people off, but to keep thieves out. Who are you calling a thief? Whoever's eyeing my stuff knows who they are. The separation agreement is clear. I don't take the Su family's grain. The Zus can't rot my stuff either. If you came tonight to care, I appreciate it. But if you came to steal yams, steal wild greens, or steal the food I risked my life for, then don't blame me for being rude. You little. You're welcome. Such a junior. How dare you say, you're welcome to an elder? Elder, when bandits raided the village, the elder locked me in the woodshed. The elder pushed an 18-year-old girl out to take the fall. The elder smelled food from my room and brought the whole family to beg. Sudashan, have you no shame? Evening, don't say harsh things. If you don't like hearing it, don't do shameful things. Tomorrow I'm going to town to sell snakes and buy grain. If you push me again, I'll go to the academy and find Su Mingli. I'll have him tell me himself whether the Su family's scholar reputation is worth more than an orphan's survival. If the academy can't explain, I'll go to the county court and beat the drum. You dare sue your elders. My father was filial enough, but when he collapsed from exhaustion, no one in the Su family called a doctor. He nearly died in the woodshed. That kind of filial piety doesn't save lives. From now on, I owe duty only to justice, not to those who treat me like a beast of burden. If we keep fighting, the Su family's face will be even more lost. Don't get cocky. Away from the Su family, you'll beg us for help one day. Old Lady Su, rest assured, no matter how hard it gets, I'll never beg for a meal at the Su doorstep. But you, don't come begging at my door again. Wantang, here's the money from selling the land. Someone at home has a little spare cash. So much? Dry land is still land. We settled at 2 taels an acre. Keep it safe. Don't let the Su family know. Village head grandpa went out of his way for this. Thank you, village head grandpa. No need. This is rightfully yours. But if you go to town for grain tomorrow, better go with others from the village. Many people buying grain have been targeted by refugees halfway. Lots of displaced people have arrived nearby. You're a young woman alone. Don't get careless just because you're strong. Got it. Got it. Granny Shulian, take this bag of millet back. Didn't I say it was for you? I found food in the mountains. Enough to last me a few days. Tomorrow I'm also going to town to buy grain. Your family isn't well off either. Don't refuse, Granny Shulian. I'm not repaying a favor. I just want peace of mind. All right, we'll accept your kindness. Bolt the door tonight. When you go to town tomorrow, be extra careful. Got it. Tonight may not be peaceful. Take one down if you can. Soft, sweet, and fragrant. The Sioux family came faster than I expected. But I'm no longer Sioux wanting, locked in the woodshed, at everyone's mercy. You want to take my things? Go ahead, try. Let's see if the Sioux family's face is thicker, or my snake scarf is scarier. The next day before dawn. Plant ash can clean and wash things. Can't waste it. The truly valuable silver and most supplies were all stored in the space. From Heian village to Fuan town takes 2 hours on foot. Hot weather, long road, and danger along the way. Cracks in the dry ground. Withered plants by the roadside. People gaunt and yellow-faced, in ragged clothes, desperately digging for wild greens with sticks. It's worse outside than I thought. Give it to me, I saw it first. My child is starving, give it to me. Okay. I was only in the mountains for 3 days. And it's already this chaotic outside. Good thing I kept everything in the space today. If I had been carrying grain bags, I'd have been targeted long ago. First, establish authority. Let them know I'm not to be messed with. Miss going to town alone. Don't rush. What's in your basket? Let me see. Take one more step, and I'll take you to the magistrate. Miss, I won't do it again. I'm just delirious with hunger. No need for harsh measures. But they must know, I'm not easy to mess with. Hunger is no excuse for robbery. Want a life? Go dig for greens. Want to rob? Go sit in the county jail. Look skinny, but eyes cold and hands steady. Not worth it. The hungrier you are, the less you should show weakness. A bit thirsty. No safe moment to take water. Can't drink in public. Using habits from the apocalypse to conserve energy. In my past life, surrounded by zombies wasn't this annoying. Now I'm held back by a pair of straw sandals. The hard trek in the mountains a few days ago wore them out completely. First, make it to town. Dragging these broken sandals. I finally arrived at Fuan town before the sun got too high. The town entrance is messier than I imagined. The town isn't safe either. The smell of white bread buns drifts on the wind. They can only watch as passers-by buy buns, their eyes glued to others' hands. The world is truly falling apart. Grain, water, salt will only get more expensive. While I still have silver, buy enough supplies quickly. Before buying grain, I need to buy shoes first. Otherwise, before I carry the grain back, my feet will be ruined. Miss, your sandals are falling apart. Still heading into town? Not to mention, things are expensive in town now. Can you afford it? Yeah, I look pathetic. Auntie, how much for the straw sandals? 5 coppers a pair. Fine grass sandals used to be 3 coppers. Now they've gone up to 5. Grandpa Lou was right. Town prices are already out of control. 10 coppers for 3 pairs. Miss, everything's gone up now. 5 coppers a pair is already cheap. My shoes are broken. I have to buy. You want to sell quickly too. 10 coppers for 3 pairs, just ones I can walk in. Selling 3 pairs at once isn't bad. Fine, take them. Bigger feet, steadier base. Less likely to fall on mountain paths. First sell the herbs, then buy grain. Fuan town isn't big, but the pharmacy is crowded. They're seeing patients, not in a hurry. A little delay doesn't matter. Miss, are you here to see a doctor or buy medicine? Brother, I found some fresh gastrodia and Rehmannia in the mountains, plus a snake gall. Does your shop take them? Yes. Please wait a moment. I'll get the manager. Looks like these herbs are in higher demand than I thought. Sorry to keep you waiting. I hear you have fresh gastrodia and Rehmannia. And a snake gall? May I take a look? Here, manager. Good quality, and so fresh. These were delivered today. Picked in the mountains yesterday. Traveled here this morning. Wore out a pair of sandals on the way. Steady story, steady eyes. Not like an ordinary country girl. The herbs are real. No need to dig too deep into their origin. Miss, these are good items. But since they haven't been processed, the price will be a bit lower. If you're sincere about selling, I'll offer you this amount. But that one finger might mean one tail. Yet your hand held steady. Since I asked around elsewhere before coming, their prices weren't lower than yours. This girl's no easy mark. Medicine. I see your shop's busy with patients. Since you're open for business, you must be fair to all. If you don't want to buy, I'll find another shop. Don't be hasty, miss. Business is always negotiable. The drought is severe. It's getting harder to gather mountain herbs. Even common herbs are scarce. Add 600 more cash. 1 tael 6 mace. Include these Rehmannias too. Deal. Wait. What else does he want to discuss?
Take it easy.
I still need to buy medicine. This trip to town. I need grain, shoes, and most of all, medicine. In troubled times, lack of food brings hunger. Lack of medicine turns minor ills into serious ones. Medicine must be stocked up. What medicine do you need, miss? First, 30 bottles of life-saving wound ointment. 30 bottles. Most find 1 bottle too expensive. For bruises and sprains, cold remedies, and diarrhea medicine, common ones. 50 doses each. Looks like you're clearing out the common medicines. This isn't for 1 or 2 people. You're preparing for a long journey. Buying so much, miss. Is someone in your family on long-term medication? Drought and chaos. It's good to have them stocked. Wait until you actually need them. You might not find them. That makes sense. More people are coming for treatment now. Herbs are getting harder to get. Prices might not rise soon. Crude salt also needs processing later. Do you have quicklime, boss? Yes, but you must be careful with it. Don't ingest it. Don't let it touch water directly. It can burn. I know, just buying some for backup. Total is 32 taels and 5 kian of silver. 32 taels and 5 kian. My heart is bleeding. If it weren't for that earlier backup, I wouldn't dare spend like this. No matter how much silver, it can't withstand such spending. Even if it hurts, I have to buy. You can't always find herbs. Spending silver hurts, but having it in hand is a lifeline. Worth it. Shopkeeper, if anyone has bear bile, would you buy it? Bear bile, you have it? How would I have that? It's from a distant relative of mine, who lives off the mountains. A few days ago, I heard he hunted a black bear, weighing about 300 jin. But it was already sent to the county restaurant. Sent to the restaurant? Ah, what a waste. Aren't the meat and hide the most valuable? Meat and hide can be sold, but for a pharmacy, what matters more are the parts fit for the palace. Bear bile is especially precious. If it's not handled properly, you'll ruin good stuff and damage its appearance. Besides bear bile, what else is valuable? You're asking so many details. It doesn't seem like just casual questions. He said it was his relative's catch, so I didn't ask further. If there's really good stuff later, bringing it here would be fate. What does the pharmacy buy? What needs to be processed fresh? You need to know the difference. What items fetch higher prices after processing? It varies. I can't touch the black bear in the space for now. If I take out the whole bear, forget selling it. I'd be targeted that very day. Can't rush or be greedy. You're asking so specifically. Could it be you'll actually get some? There's plenty in the mountains. Who knows? If you come across anything good, feel free to come to me, and I'll give you a fair price. If I get the chance, I'll remember your words. I can't let anyone see it's worth dozens of tails inside. Miss, hold on. Did you come alone? They see who can afford medicine and assume they have money. Your basket is covered, but you stayed in the shop for so long. It's bound to draw attention. Thanks for the warning. If you're followed, don't fight head on. Go where there are more people. There are patrol officers in town. I know. Some people won't let you off just because you hide. The more scared you are, the more they think you're easy prey. The less you seem to have, the safer you are. This girl is sharp. If she acted like she was struggling, she'd definitely be targeted. He was in the pharmacy for so long. He must have bought something, but his basket doesn't look heavy. Valuable stuff isn't always heavy. Medicine, silver, trauma salve, which is invaluable. Let's follow him. They're following. 5 in total. 2 are cutting ahead. 3 are tailing behind. This isn't impulsive. They're local thugs. If they're after me, let's see if they can handle it. I need a place where I can defend myself and make them show their true colors first. This alley is narrow enough and close to the main street. He went in. Could he have spotted us? So what if he did? A little girl can't escape. Go in. Where is he? He came in just now. This alley is a dead end. He must be nearby. Looking for me? Oh, you've got guts. You know, we're following and still stop? I stopped to give you a chance to explain. Why are you following me? Don't play dumb, girl. Hand over your silver, and we won't hurt you. So you're robbers.
Enough talk.
These are chaotic times. If you have stuff, you're unlucky. A little girl like you with medicine and silver can't hold on to them anyway. Be smart and hand them over. You sure talk smoothly. Looks like you've robbed many. Grab her. This girl looks frail, but she has explosive power. All together now. They're not zombies. If they're alive, hand them to the authorities.
Hit wrists, knees, shoulders.
Tying them up is enough. Little girl, do you know who we are? How dare you tie us up? Keep the evidence first. You attacked with knives, and I acted in self-defense. Now I'm taking you to the officers.
No, miss.
We were just starving and confused. Let us go this once. We'll never do it again. Starving and confused. You robbed for medicine. If that knife had landed on someone else, would that also be starving and confused? Someone's being robbed with a dagger. Call the patrol officers. What's going on? Just state the facts. These are what they used to threaten me. Many people in the alley saw it. Officer, these guys aren't first-timers. A few days ago, my neighbor's elderly was robbed on his way back from buying medicine. It was them. They specifically target people leaving pharmacies and grain shops. This is my husband's pouch. The day before yesterday, he went to buy medicine and was robbed on the way back. The pouch is gone. Miss, would you be willing to testify at the Yamen? I haven't bought grain yet. Can't delay too long. Officer, I can give a statement, but I have urgent business buying grain. If you need my testimony, I'll leave my name and address. I can come back to file a supplementary report later. All right, where do you live? Suwantang, Hien Village. I'll claim these pancakes as compensation for helping make the arrest. If someone comes to claim them, we'll handle it separately. Thank you, officer. Better to get away clean and clear than to be caught with hidden weapons. Each pancake is nearly as big as my face. If I ration them, these 3 cakes are solid food. Dressing as a young man will cause fewer problems. As long as no one stares too long, they won't easily recognize she's a girl. Finally, I can walk properly. Next, buy grain. Young master, why has it gone up again? 1 coin per jin, now up 3 coins. It's up in the West too. And there's a limit, 100 jin per person per month. No more if you buy too much. Salt is even worse. Only 10 jin per household per year. And you need your household registration. If I don't stock up now, I might not even be able to buy grain with silver later. What are you buying? 100 jin of millet. Household registration. No registration needed for grain. For salt, yes. It would only cause trouble if I show it now. I'll have to find another way for salt. Find another way. If I buy grain, I have to act like I'm carrying it. I can't buy consecutively. Take a detour first. He didn't go straight to the second grain shop. No one's following. Change clothes, route, and time to buy in batches. Few rice paddies up north. SO Japonica rice is naturally expensive. Aged Japonica has risen to 13 coins per jin, almost the price of fresh rice from before. It hurts, but I have to buy. If we really end up fleeing, Japonica rice can make congee to nourish the stomach and sustain the weak. I should buy 500 jin of aged polished rice, 200 jin of white flour, 50 jin each of red beans, green beans, soybeans, and buckwheat, 11 taels of silver plus 300 copper coins. With the grain piled up, I feel a little at ease. In chaotic times, money must be turned into grain to be truly useful. Stop. Stop. Can't delay any longer. Must stock up on grain and water. And find a way for salt. Also need to buy clothes, bedding, oil, salt, needles, and pots. And things that can be stored long term. In this world now, they're already eyeing anyone with grain. Next, buy things that will truly last on the road. Old things. Need household registration to buy salt. Without household registration, not even half a pound. Dressed shabbily, speaks steadily. Eyes also steady. It's not that I won't sell. It's the new rule from the government. Each household contributes 10 jin of salt per year. Must register household to buy salt. Grain prices are rising now. Salt is tight too. Who dares to sell recklessly? Salt, this stuff, unnoticeable on ordinary days. But in a famine year, it's hard to fill your belly. Already tough. If you run out of salt too, you'll have no strength. Can't even walk far. For curing meat, pickling vegetables, processing food, can buy less grain today. But can't afford not to find a way to get salt. Can't use the Su family's household registration. If I use it in town to buy salt, and someone asks, it'll only cause trouble. The household separation document might work. I just split from my family. My registration hasn't been finalized yet. This is the separation document endorsed by the village chief, with the fingerprints of witnesses from the village. Take a look, shopkeeper. New household from and county, first register. Has the village chief's signature, and fingerprints too. Doesn't seem like a scam. Your village was hit by bandits a few days ago, right? No wonder. A lot of folks from your area have been shopping in town these past 2 days. By the rules, I can sell you at most 10 jin of regular edible salt. What about coarse salt? Same for coarse salt. As long as it's salt for eating. Limit is 10 jin. If not enough, you'll have to find another way. But there's a kind of coarse salt for miscellaneous use. Used for cleaning hides and livestock. Not considered regular edible salt. Full of impurities, bitter taste, not directly edible. And not cheap either. How much can I buy? Let me be upfront. You'll take the salt used for processing. This stuff can't be eaten directly. If you really want to eat it, you'll have to process it yourself. I know, I've already bought quicklime. Coarse salt can be processed. Can't tell you the method though. How much do you want? 10 jin of regular edible salt. 50 jin of coarse salt for miscellaneous use. That's it for now. A bit much, but still acceptable. Still acceptable. Miscellaneous coarse salt has many impurities. 61 per jin. But you don't have a formal new household registration. Registration is troublesome. Salt must be priced at the temporary household rate, 85 won per jin. Expensive, but just being able to buy it legally is not easy. Okay. Salt draws more attention than grain. This young man is steady and knows how to cover his tracks. Can't mix the miscellaneous coarse salt. Process it later. So quickly empty-handed? Shopkeeper, I also want brown sugar. How much do you have? Brown sugar, 130 wen per jin. How much do you want? For when blood sugar drops and you feel faint, brown sugar is more convenient than regular food, 100 jin. Alright, I'll pack it for you. Looks poor but spends steadily. Shopkeeper, where in town can I mill wheat? I have some wheat I want to grind into flour. Go straight, Past the cloth shop, turn right, there's a mill. Their millstone is big, fast grinding and fair price. If you don't want to wait, you can also trade the wheat for flour directly. Just need to pay extra processing fee. Thank you, shopkeeper. Another big expense. Got grain, medicine, salt, and sugar. Next, mill the wheat. Wheat. I still have over 200 gin in the space. Can't just keep wheat and boil it directly. Texture is too hard. Grind into flour to make flatbread, dough drops, fried flour. Much more convenient on the road fleeing famine. Buying a millstone isn't practical. Too big and conspicuous. Best to go to the mill. Little brother milling flour. This wheat of yours has been stored for a while, right? It's lucky the grain at home didn't mold. Who would waste water washing wheat nowadays? 100 gin of wheat yields 70 to 90 gin of flour. If you only want flour without bran, processing fee is 1 won per 10 gin. If you want to take the bran too, 2 won per 10 gin. I'll take the bran too. Bran coarsely ground scratches the throat. As long as it's edible, bran isn't useless. Mix it together. That's whole wheat. Filling the stomach is what matters. So will you wait for grinding? Or exchange for ready-made whole wheat flour? If you wait, this basketful will take at least half a day. Can't waste time. Exchange for ready-made. 208 gin. You want whole wheat flour. Exchange by quantity. Processing fee is 42 wen. Coarser is fine, fills you up too. Everyone's afraid of being watched when buying stuff now. It's normal to split into several trips. Got the whole wheat flour. Will save a lot of trouble on the road. Grain that can be eaten directly. Only then is it truly useful. Useful. Oilcloth can keep rain out and set up a canopy. Buckets can store water. Needles and thread for mending clothes. Fire. Tinder to start fire, course. Cloth has many uses. Can't skip it. Don't want to do the math anymore. Here they come again, far away. No rush to act. They really think I'm easy prey. Can't waste any more time. Shake them off from here. Where's the guy? He just came in. Is this kid made of mud? It's getting late. No time to see you off. They saw the officers. They must be staying here. He dropped off his purchases at home on the way. Too bad we didn't find out where he lives. Already too noticeable today. Buy meat and leave. Grain is expensive, so fewer people buy meat. Less meat, even less fat. Can't be cheap. Pork back fat can be rendered into oil. Oil, cured meat, broth, dried meat can keep you alive. Still need bedding. More than one group after me. Can't buy anymore. Stop for today. This time as a young man. Next time, dressed darker and more heavily loaded. Shook off most of them. Kid, been shopping all day, huh? What's in the basket? Let us take a look. No one behind. Only 3 of you? Move aside. Quite a temper. I said hand over the basket. And we'll let you pass. Don't be ungrateful. We've been watching you for a while. In and out of so many shops in town. Don't tell us it's all empty. They don't know. Wave after wave. All think I'm easy to bully.
Today.
Why are there so many waves of people robbing things in your town? Less talk, hand it over or not. I'll give you one chance. Step aside now, and I'll pretend I didn't see you. If you take one more step, I'll call the officers. Call the officers? This is far from the main street. You can shout your throat out. no one will come. Really? Then let's see if you run faster. Or I can drag you to the main street first. That was what I saved up by scrimping and saving. I was planning to use it for my grandson's marriage. Now it's all gone. Oh heavens! They're giving us no way out. Crying won't solve anything. The grain's been stolen. Now the priority is to prevent more trouble. From today on, no family should store all their grain in one place. Hide what you can. Divide what you can. Cellars, stove bottoms, wall cracks, haystacks. Don't just focus on one spot. And whether you're heading up the mountain for water or digging for wild herbs, don't take the whole family. Someone must stay home. If only the elderly and kids are left, how can they stop anyone? Especially those near the village committee or entrance. Be extra careful. Village chief, what if mobs rush in and loot? One family alone can't hold them off. Starting tonight, we'll arrange night patrols. If there aren't enough able-bodied men, 2 families guard together. No more going it alone like before. Hurry up and guard, or no one's safe. Serves you right. Theft. You forced my family to pay back grain back then. Now you've lost your own, haven't you? Karma's a bitch, huh? Su Jinhua, say that again. I will. When your Kian stole our grain, weren't you also tough? Now the refugees stole from you. Good. Who stole your grain? Back then, your family borrowed 200 jins of grain from us, hoarded it in my Zhujiang Bay. After entering the village, your Zus tried to renege. So I came to collect. That's called collecting a debt. Don't twist the facts here. Bullshit! You were clearly profiting off a crisis. Neither of them's easy to mess with. Whoever steps in gets cursed out. At a time like this, the Kians are bringing up the grain loan again. Enough! What time is this? Still making a scene here. Old farts with 1 foot in the grave, brawling in front of the younger generation. Aren't you ashamed? Let me tell you, Su Jinhua, my grain was stolen by refugees. Don't you make sarcastic remarks. If you keep blabbering, I'll go to your shed every day and curse you out. If it really comes to cursing, the Su shed won't have a moment's peace. Shut up. Easy to arrange the night patrol. Village well is almost dry. Water hauled up in the past 2 days has been getting muddier. Only 1/3 of each bucket is like muddy soup. This keeps up. If we hoard grain, we'll have no water to drink. Water is worse than no grain. Jing has been leading people into the mountains to find water for days. Haven't found a new water source? But the drought has lasted too long. Small springs can't hold up. Dried up after just a few days. Jing hasn't come back today. Finds water. Send someone back to report first. What do we do? Food, we can dig for wild vegetables. Water, people really die. The water source, that small pool in the deep mountains, is still there. Too small. The whole village can't rely on it. People there is dangerous. If it gets out, it won't save lives but invite trouble. Can't reveal the exact location. Give directions. Village Chief Grandpa. Back. Not back. Huang has returned from town. Did you go this morning? So late. Montang, what did you buy in town today? Buy grain? Su, the Kian family's grain jar was stolen. Now you're asking what I bought? To get me targeted too? Asking if someone bought grain at a time like this. Not just harmful? Asked one question. Chief Grandpa. Way back today. Many refugees heading this way. Let's have a night patrol tonight. Station people at both ends of the village. Hide grain separately in each household. Leave the elderly and children alone guarding the house. 3. People at both ends of the village should be hidden separately too. For the water source, passing through town. That several villages to the north are also short of water. Continues. Relying only on men going into the mountains for water won't be enough. Split into 2 teams. Team keeps searching deeper in the mountains. The other team follows the old water channels and searches the rock crevices of Lingshan Kernel. Small springs don't have much flow. We collect over time, accumulate water. In rock crevices, rocky, shady spots seep water, fresh but clean. Slowly with buckets, and holding on to a single drying well, help the village, immediately exposing that small water source. Yang Jing returns. Have him search in the direction you suggested. Even finding water is being directed. Young girl. As long as water is found, who cares? Sue. Have the skill. Go search too. Find it, the whole village will thank you. He wouldn't dare go. The able-bodied men in the village will guard the entrances. Returning home, everyone immediately hide grain separately. Who can spare the effort? Continue searching for water in the mountains tomorrow. The grain stolen from the Kian family. Now, relatives can pool a little to help them get through these days. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. More refugees in town. Much grain being stolen. The well nearly dry. No coincidence. Sign of impending famine in Exodus. Water, salt, medicine, clothes, registration, and IDs none can be missing. My wife's family has already set up a patrol team. One guards the village entrance during the day. Take turns patrolling at night. Let's go in groups to search for water in the mountains. Kian village should do the same. That grain has been stolen. One realizes the village can't stay scattered like loose sand. All think. Send people out, that's one less person foraging for food. Agree. If we had a patrol earlier, grain wouldn't have been cleaned out. Send someone from my family. Also agree. Defending the village is defending our own lives. Send someone too. Patrol should be set up. More and more refugees. Don't guard, any family could be hit. Guard the village. Go to the entrance during the day. You're afraid. Not too late. Patrol team is finally no longer just this idea alone. Good. Everyone agrees with this principle. Set the rules today. Household. Men aged 16 to 40. Forward. It's decided. Not the time for families to act alone. We'll form the patrol team. The village entrances during the day. Patrolling in shifts at night. We'll continue searching for water in the mountains. Won't be temporarily assigned to the patrol. Going up the mountain to dig wild vegetables, they must go in groups. No one is allowed to go alone. These with elderly and children. Look out for each other even more. Refugees come. Just steal from one family. Water source dries up. The village will be thirsty. Patrol but not go into the mountains. Expect to collect water others find. Others risk their lives to guard. Wait to benefit. Households without able-bodied members can skip sending people. Widows and orphans. Really living alone. Patrol will take care of them. The household clearly has labor. Refuses to contribute. It's not right. Targeting us. That's not fair. From the same village. Patrol is set up. Our households is just a small extra task, right? Exactly. My boys are frail. They get lost in the mountains. Water source doesn't belong to anyone. Can we collect water if we don't go? The benefits without signing a pledge. Expect to collect water without staying up at night. No such free lunch in the world. No such free lunch in the world. If you can't do this. Chief, accept this rule. Households that won't send people. Patrol won't be responsible for watching your doors at night. Water search team finds a new source. Those who contributed will collect water first. After they've had their turn. If there's any left, it'll be your turn. One who disagrees, go up the mountain themselves. Don't send people, you might end up with no water. Don't contribute, don't expect to get first pick. Xiangzi just turned 15. It's like a 16-year-old. Some strength. About letting him join the patrol. Chief Grandpa, don't hold anyone back. It's me and Grandma at home. To protect my family. Those are rules. Under 16, so you don't have to go. Can work, but you're still a child. The village requires those 16 and above to serve. I can make this clear to the whole village today. Households run by orphans, widows, elderly, or young children. The village will protect them. No one is allowed to bully them under the guise of the patrol. The chief is standing up for the weak. Yang Yanim being the village chief. In times of chaos like this, the chief is more important than anything. Sue, what's your family's plan? Cough. Family won't join. Comes again. Family doesn't have much grain left. It's almost took it all. Logan's injured. Barely getting by. If refugees come, they won't target us. If there's trouble, handle it ourselves. Nearly starving. The point of looking for a way out. To forage for wild herbs in the mountains. Forage for wild herbs in the mountains. Family doesn't lack grain. Want to save their strength. Others risk their lives to reap the benefits. So many people in the Sioux family. Single one is volunteering. Only learn when they hit a wall. Since the Sioux family thinks they can defend themselves, don't send anyone. Don't force it. Let me be clear. Patrol won't watch your sheds. Water finding team finds a new source. Contribute to get it first. The Sioux family will be lost. Say the village is unfair. Stood. The drought's this bad. Can we still find water? Do find it. It may stop us from drinking. Time to have my family draw more water from the well. As I thought, trying to scheme. If you call him out, he'll play dumb. Tonight. The village will rotate shifts every 2 hours. All members carry sticks, hose, and torches. See refugees, yell for help first. Chasing them alone. Hear suspicious noises, bang a copper basin as a warning. Each family hears it and go out to help. Women and children stay inside, running around. When the village is safe. Be safe? Patrol is just the first step. Nothing better to do. Patrol. Can patrol find grain? Water. Find water. Mountain's almost dried up. Water is there to find. Mining won't produce grain. Water. Going to the mountains tomorrow, too. Time. Everyone can know. Find water. We must protect it first. Tuang, girl. Checked inside your house? Anything missing? Recently, there have been grain thefts in Liaping village. The Yan family at the end was cleaned out. Thatched hut is at the village entrance. Likely to be targeted. Don't have anything valuable. Stuff is all in the space. All we can steal is some thatch. Pieces of firewood. Nothing missing then. Stubborn as you are, you're still just a kid. Not even 16 yet. Live alone at the village entrance. Scared, let someone know. As well, I'm not scared. Still need to go up the mountain for food. Walk up to prepare for fleeing. Tell village chief. Join the patrol. It's me at home to forage during the day. Nothing worth stealing in my hut. Worry about me. He tied down. He's really used to being alone. He's at the entrance. He's not scared. He knows how bitter he feels. Different now. Or Wantang didn't talk much. Her eyes weren't this cold. She's like ice. How could she not change? Dad was worked to death by the Sioux family. Mom locked her in the woodshed. Kicked her out. Couldn't be heartbroken. Sioux was alive. Wantang at least had a father. Secretly save her half a pancake. Family is really something. Did Sioux clear land even when it wasn't raining? What good did clearing the land do? Water seeds won't even sprout. Was too honest. He worked himself to death. Make a scene anymore. Family didn't send anyone. A fuss will only make us more unwelcome. A village chief. Getting back. Right, bolt your door tonight. If something happens, bang the copper basin and call for help. There's someone guarding the village entrance. He still sent people to look here. I also want to go up the mountain to find water. But the village chief won't let me. Save it. With your skinny arms and legs, you'd be just a snack for him. I may be thin, but I can still run. What good is running? Finding water is the real challenge. I hope Uncle Lu can find a stable water source in the mountains. If no water is found, he plans to join the village chiefs from nearby villages to petition the county office, requesting permission to flee the famine. Flee the famine. I knew this day would come. If we keep waiting in the county town, we'll have to leave too. It means there are no grain convoys on the road. By the end of the month, or maybe sooner, we can't prepare at the usual pace anymore. The door is open. Someone has been through it.
Luckily.
All the truly useful things are in the space. If they had been stolen, I'd be angry enough to tear the roof off. Eat these 3 cakes sparingly. They can last several meals. Put them back in the space. They'll still be hot when taken out next time. Don't drink too much water. Just moisten your throat. There's plenty of grain. 500 jin of aged polished rice, 200 jin of white flour, and a batch of whole wheat flour, plus the previous soybeans, millet, and other grains. This is enough for me alone for a long time. Use sparingly. It can last 2 or 3 years. Having grain is just the first step. There's much more to prepare for the famine escape. Salt 10 jin of table salt, 50 jin of coarse salt for other uses. The coarse salt still needs to be purified. The book says high smoke point oil. All this must be done before the escape. The smell of meat, oil, and salt will easily attract attention. Better to go deeper into the mountains. It's safer to process things there than in the village. But before going into the mountains, I still need to stock up, especially water buckets. The more buckets, the more water I can store. Buying too many buckets in town would draw attention. There's an old carpenter in the village who makes wooden buckets. The Sioux family's 2 buckets were made by him. I should go ask him. Now is a good time to go to the Luo family. Can't waste the wood ash either. This was Lu Zhenyan's arrangement. The others in the Luo family are either digging wild herbs up the mountain or have joined the patrol. Wantang girl, what brings you here? Are you looking for Kingya to go up the mountain for herbs? Kenya went up the mountain with her mother. She hasn't returned yet. Luo Kenya, Granny Luo. Grandpa Luo. Grandpa Luo. It's Wantang. I heard you've set up your own household these days. Getting used to living alone? It's okay, Grandpa Luo. I came to see you today.
Me?
Want to buy some water buckets. What do you need buckets for? You live alone, so you shouldn't need many, right? I can't explain in detail, but I don't have to hide it completely. I want to prepare a couple more buckets while we can still fetch water. After it dries up, whether for collecting water in the mountains or during the famine escape, they'll be handy. Do we really have to go that far? I hope not, but I need to be prepared. That's true. In a disaster, the early birds survive. One path to survival. I do have a few buckets left, but when the bandits raided the village, they burned a lot of wood at home. There aren't many left. I'll buy as many as I can. Wantang, girl, you just set up on your own. Do you have money? Can't reveal my silver. I have some. I won't take them for free.
Child.
In times like these, you're still afraid of owing favors? Precisely because of these times, if I pay you, no one can gossip later. Before, I was silent because I was suppressed by the Sioux family. Now I'm silent, but I have my own plans. All right, I'll take you to see. This child has suffered too much. The new buckets are sturdy. Each holds 50 gin of water. The old ones have been patched. They can still hold water, but they can't take bumps. If you really want them, I'll give you a discount. The hoops are tight, and the planks fit well. Old buckets are usable too. So young, but you have a sharp eye. Grandpa Luo, I'll take all of these. How much for 20 buckets? Wantang, girl, you're buying so many. Are you planning to carry the well home? No, they're not for me. I happened to pick up a job in town today. Someone wants wooden buckets. I'm buying for someone else. Someone in town wants buckets. Some wealthy families want to stock up on water early. Wooden buckets in town now cost 35 wen. 35 wen each. That's a huge markup. I only sell for 20 when after planing and sealing. But in town, they resell for 35 wen. Do you really want 10? Grandpa Luo, if you have 20 at home, I'll take them all. 20 are no small number. You just separated from your family. You need to spend your silver carefully. But after making them, they changed their minds and didn't want them. Said there's a water shortage everywhere, so buying buckets is useless. Those buckets have been piled up at home. But now, with everyone worried about water, not many are willing to buy buckets. Wantang, girl, if you're buying for someone else, just take the remaining 10 buckets first. If you can't sell them, you'll lose money. He meant well. I have water, but I need more containers. If it weren't too conspicuous. I want to buy larger barrels. It's okay if they don't want them. I can keep them for myself. On the famine escape route, buckets will always come in handy. So you've heard the rumors of fleeing too. Everyone in the village is talking about it. If no water is found, we'll have to leave sooner or later. Yes, who wants to leave? The land of their ancestors? But without water, how can we live? All right, since you insist, I'll give you all 20. Those were for the village. The market price is 35 wen. Grandpa Luo, you can charge more. It depends on whether you can sell them. With your skills, I won't take advantage of you.
Child.
Life is already hard. We'll just take the cost and labor. Some favors are warmth offered when others know you're struggling. Thank you, Grandpa Luo and Granny Luo. I'll take them all. The inside is coated with tung oil to prevent rust. No cracks in the walls. Sturdy handles and a solid base. I'll take them all. Wooden buckets have handles. They can't be stacked like bamboo baskets. These straw sandals are sturdier than the ones in town. Grandpa Luo, do you sell straw sandals? Yes, but wooden buckets aren't selling well right now. Grandpa Luo and I were weaving straw sandals in our spare time. So you're weaving straw sandals? How many? 20 pairs. Wonton girl. Even cheap as straw sandals are, you don't buy them like this. How can one person wear out 20 pairs? Straw sandals have to come from somewhere. I'll take them to town to sell. If they don't sell, I'll keep them for later. Shoes wear out fastest on the road to escape famine. It's always good to have extras. What I bought today only lasts for now. Straw sandals worn over shoes protect the solace and aren't flashy. Slightly bigger ones are better. I can also take them apart to study. Learn to weave my own. If shoes break on the road, I need to know how to fix them. Shoes are a lifeline. You're thinking far ahead, child. It's good to think far. In these times, if you don't think far, you might not survive. These times force kids to grow up fast. Pick what you like. Keep the ones that fit for wearing. Use the bigger ones to cover the solace. Just give me 50 coins. In town, 20 pairs cost 5 coins each. 20 pairs should be 100 coins. We're all from the same village. Besides, buying this many helps clear our stock. Just cover the labor cost. They've already given in. Okay, I'll remember. This kid used to be quiet too, but not like this.
He sealed himself up layer by layer.
Straw sandals fit nicely in the bucket. Grandpa Luo, I'll return the carrying pole and ropes later. Aren't you taking them to town tomorrow? A carrying pole, some hemp ropes. They're worth nothing.
Thanks.
20 wooden buckets, 10 on each side. Looks full to the brim, almost hiding the person. How can a girl carry that away? Wonton girl, want Uncle Luo to walk you part way? No need. This road won't be easy to carry. This girl's strength sure takes after her dad. Even her dad wasn't this strong. What's that thing that's come to life? 110. It is you. Luo Qingying. Where have you been these past days? I went to your thatched hut looking for you. The door was locked and you weren't there. I heard you went deep into the mountains. I was so scared I didn't sleep all night. Those heartless sus kicked you out. Why didn't you come to me? He's really afraid something happened to me. It's not pity. You always say it's nothing. The sus bully you? You say it's nothing. You go into the mountains and don't come back. You still say it's nothing. You've been kicked to the thatched hut at the village edge. And you call that nothing? That's hard to respond to. Wait up. I don't, Yuanshen, that's how he was before. He doesn't like to trouble others.
Donald like to trouble terre. Xuan Tang. Xuan. What are you doing walking sud-ouest fast? Première asked you to wet forme. You real canolus wet. Je compléned. Te inoanger on y face. Oui did you bui sud-ouest manibare. Bui fort terre. Wo ye trying to fool me for? Town people. Are you also preparing to escape? Donald did it from. It spread through good the village. The well is almost dry. If you can lust fin à terre, you have to leave. Mi parents have also been packing things past to die. Mi grandma has me knit more straw sandal. Essay will wear it on the road. But me don't want to leave. No Matteo dit les sans village, it is to Rome. After leaving the village, walk know what you will on the road. 14 fek. If it doit être un. Escape only a mate of team. HOW mush quand you prepare if you are more preparé. Food, water, show, fear zezi, needlework, medicine. Donust you bring clot. Bring me disto. Sick on the road. Worst tambin Hongrie. Ixant go back en tel migre. Messieurs, suito area. You uset doge upperly and stalat at night in the sufamil. Ixant termes scrambling todo any job. Itus okay if should not feel sorry for you. Premier still scold you every day. No drive you out of the house. You actually want to come to your door to pick up your thing. Oh quand besu charison. Première et what mimotesse. Goting you left at snagwa the door. Scarret them off. Enduronk. Et a shona and fit. Premier Donald ou en bogo ato the mount to make a living bimise. Instead, premier al wetrito tak advent of you. One tang, donust blafred in the future. If te make trouble again, juste calme and premier will help you. Mi grandma say it. People can alust beto de precede in life. Anion wo bully you must scold him back. You logged. No. A premier say it. One tang, you look pretty when you smile. One tao, tes arvin ou de barret. You lifted it up with an hand. En petit bokeh. Oui artère sud-ouest mandif betand. If you have no future, look at terre. The same is the hand. Why canolust you be more angry? You don't use your strength to throw people around. Yes, let us obey the rule. But if they bully people first, then let us talk about differ. Van Shen willing to associate with him. No oui toute raison. Ite gâté sa bite noisy. No bad at all. Almost forgo. Tiachi what mi mote asked me to bring to you. What? You look first. Terra a few coar grain kek incide. And full of dried wild vegetab. Take it back. Premier won't take it, you won't take it. Mi grandma will scold me. Je say you live alone at the entrance of the village. If you can help me, it gâté sa mout full. Anditus no like you gave me milk for nothing. You boo me buck and to shoe. Just take care of me business. Tes are conciliatin. Do you understand? Gift for buyi something. It gâtes more pleasant en giving alm. Thank you grand forme. Thank you grand forme. Oh, tators right. Donald alwe carry everything be yourself. You were like Tibefort, even more sud-ouest no. Keren in Aston. Oh, quand you no rely on terre for anity, you will be if you rely on terre. Ten you rely on me. Altug x en terme no as strong as you. Altug mi family also pour. Altug premier quand li help you scold people. But premier will definitely no harm you. Ye are very bright. Knew. Ten x en terre le go ba first. Mi mote is still waiting for me. You lock the door at night. If je suis family comme again, je shoot. Mi o mi noto far away. Premier run fast. Good. Premier vraiment bread the lu au family store. 11 € to escape. Premier Donald plante au trust terre easily. The bokeh yavaya. Go rough shoe. The meaunt suet must be disp toma. Quartz salt also need to be purifié. Itegate steam to go into the mount tomato process the meaunt quartz salt. Wooden floor tick. Bedding must be beau. Mortan and bed. If there are no anouk bedding. Being sick et worst en en gris. Warm cano be bypass to eat food. Canolust stop drot. 11 roto escape. Goodville quand also bower na webi on géant tirst. Terrar morting to d'automa. Itus jetin coldé andardé. Itegates mixed with wild vegetable. Ita habit of fragrance. Itegates a good team to go no. Selling barrel et jus en excuse to tack the bright road. If you really choose to walk all the way, you will only attra attention. Itus best no tolu catite. Tator sans noug. The vegetable don't look good. If you can stock up on some vegetable, stock up on them. Broter, do you want to buirad? It can be exchanged for food or water. A short of food and water. The water in the dish cannot roll it tears. Food cannot be exp. Water should not be exposed. Oh mush a pound. Cabbage and radish cost 500 a pound. Vegetable achimon. The food a also start to rise. The food a also started to rise. There are many people in my family. Premier one altez. Required. Letter sway it. Broté, premier also have radish and cabbage at home. Do you want? Premier have lettuce air. Al tux male. Quand you still eat it. T'es premier quand old as much as premier one. Around 100 pound. Every want to change food and water more. But copé platar also is fu. At least premier quand go to the grain store and co up to buy some grain. Premier did not dare to buy more bedding yester. Must make up for it today. Octosellin. Burlap 120 yuan à pièce. À mort de Teled 180 textes. Coton cloth coste 300 yuan à pièce. Linen e-corse but strong. Coton e-softé. Linen can be used as out clothing, bagage, and grain sac. Coton fabric can be used as lining, can also patch bedding. The cloth are torn and need to be mended. Food need to be packed. You also need to pack a medicine bag. Water bag should also be padded with cloth to prevoir. 5 coarse linen. 5 pièces of coton cloth. Broter beau sud-ouest mush. Itus a pied vent atome. There are many people in the family. Getting ready to make cloth. Octos al ready-made cloth. Old cloth are cheap. But menos and mes cloth are avail. New and armorex. Low profile, durable and inobtrusive. It will also come in handy if you want to protect be diffident in the future. Also have plenty of shoe. It can also be used to keep out the cold. It you look like an ordinary purchase. Someone a seen it, Donald bien passy. No fixed person. Separate like tea first. Go back and refit it again. It must be fast and it must be steady. Bui on more every time. Just on more risk. Bui quick and live quick. Leave no tie. Po, steamer, needle work and dry good. To bui leg po and kitch cleave, you need the old registre. The government order. All ironware must be registered in the old registra. Kitchen kniv environ po quand also be sold. Boto man kni, no need to ask. No sal we to the old registre. Ironware has begun to be inspected strictly. EVL si prête much de Sam. Ironware yard to bui. The strict is the control. It man the cao out ijetoire. Oncle, premier avto comme out in a uri. No the old registre. If you don't bring it, go back and jet it. Premier Donald turn the money from this adventure. Tanix enterle come back latte. Terrino en Lyon Road. Ebroté, Buieg, Tuoliteih, Gavalsoris. Oncle au Manido Yuaver, no mort en 60. The Holden Atom quand hard bekeptanim. No water or food. Chicken donust like toleg. In a few die. Xanter ma Fred premier quand lit qu'il t'aime for food. Premier waguinto Buieg. Premier wan à loftez. Al necessary. But premier wan toas oncle fort à favor. What are you busy with? Mi family sufferet fro refuge. The kitchen knif en diront po argon. Premier ju went to the black shop. The blacksmith s'état né 12 old registras d'obui renoir. Première à vous old division document. But the new the old registre an obin completeyet. If oncle Willy. You can go to the blacksmith shop with mass à guarante. Premier pay 14 mise. Juste buito kitch kniv. Aniron po. No like children from rich family. Itus no like ter are people who have lost their regi. Strict registra of renoir. If première guarant you. Canolust buito muche. No more tanto kitchen kni. Aniron po. In addition, première charge de 220 fortes egg. Givalo mort. Juste mec sur you are saf and donust bui indiscriminately. Juste guarante. 64 pièces. Juste bui à po and a kitch knif. Ite schuld buffin. Itus siuagin. I family in newly divide un to old. Avenat ad tim to regist yet. Xanter le beigu. Juste buito kit kniv. Aniron po. Te araluset for cooking. Ti a document written by the village. Signet by the village chief. On lit celi kitch teach edre qui registre. Quand? Even the po and kitchen kniv have to be left with credencier.
Go! 3 tales of silver. Steaming buns, rendering lard, stewing meat, boiling medicine, and heating water all needed. 1 for regular use. 1 as backup. The town's inspections are strict now. Don't hang the cleaver outside where it's visible. If you cause trouble, no one can save you. Got it. Thanks, Uncle. From now on, carry your papers when you go out. These are chaotic times. It's hard to get around without credentials. Got the iron pot and cleaver. No one followed. 1 for daily use. 1 as backup. Everything that needs hiding is hidden. 3 sets of 6-layer steamers. 10 bundles of hemp rope. 50 bowls. 20 lidded clay pots. 30 gin of pork belly. 3 chickens processed before leaving the capital. Plus eggs, iron pot, and cleaver. That's quite a lot. Can't be greedy. Going back to the village. Can't let them stop me as a refugee. Stop. You're 110. Girl, why are you dressed like that? It's chaotic out there. Dressing as a man is more convenient. Smart, the town's really messy now. As a girl, you should be careful. Looking for wild greens. Don't go deep into the mountains. Lu Changjang and his group came back at noon. Something happened to the swamp water team. What happened? They ran into wolves in the deep mountains. The survivors are all injured. 1 has a serious leg injury. When they carried him back, he was unconscious. Lu Changjang is Lu Zhenyan's eldest son, and the leader of the swamp water team. If the swamp water team loses someone, the village chief will be distraught. Is Lu Changjang badly hurt? Not too bad. I heard he retreated while protecting a few people.
His arm was bitten.
Luckily, it was just 2 stray wolves. If it had been a pack, none of them would have made it back. But it's not all bad news. They found a water source. I heard it's in a shady valley to the east. Not a lot of water, but better than the previous springs. The village chief is now discussing sending a team to fetch water tomorrow. So don't go into the deep mountains alone. No need for you to take risks. Once a water source appears, fetching water tomorrow might not be peaceful. Those figures last night were probably people desperate for water. They came back injured, but they also brought news of water. Nearby villages might know by now. I won't go into the deep mountains. Just look around nearby. Still, come back early, the village chief said. These days, we need to guard against leaks. Someone might come to steal. I know. Okay. No one. Before everyone goes to fetch water from the new source tomorrow, fill up the water buckets in the space. Meat, pork fat, and coarse salt all need to be processed in the mountains. Soon. He and village will probably have to move. Last time into the mountains. Need to prepare everything before the main team goes to fetch water. Fill the water buckets. Can't skip meat, oil, dry rations, or coarse salt. The water level's even lower. As expected, it won't last long. Can't force it. When entering the boat, touch the mechanism. The basket will fall. Avoid starting fires on the road if possible. We have to work together to keep up. Steam the yam first, then peel. Can't waste a single drop of water in 3 years. Only 10 gin of salt, not enough for mixed use. Coarse salt has a strong bitter taste. Too many impurities, not safe long-term. Melt, settle, filter. Then boil to crystallize. Process a batch today first. Plenty of impurities. Can handle it. As long as nothing goes wrong tonight, this trip to the mountain won't be in vain. Ah, got it. Who would come here at this hour? People who snuck into the mountains last night? Or people from other villages looking for water? The pool's too small. Can't handle others discovering it. This water source won't last long. Must finish everything possible tonight. Leave early tomorrow morning. Didn't you say there was water here? Where's the water? Wrong turn. Further ahead is the forest. Don't go any further. Just heard yesterday someone was killed by wolves. Close one. Slower than last time. Won't last long. Let alone the whole village. Even a few families taking turns. We'll dry it up quickly. Can't delay any longer. Must finish everything tonight. Charcoal absorbs impurities. Cloth filters mud. If once isn't enough, filter twice. If twice isn't enough, filter 3 times. The cleaner what goes into your stomach, the less likely you get sick. Add a little at a time, slowly. That's enough. Can't make Snow White fine salt. Just removing bitterness and mud is enough. It's done. Salt in the pot. Life gets a bit more security. While boiling salt, make filling too. Filling for filling, rice balls for the side. Vegetables go with rice balls. Cut the pork fat first. Once the dough is ready, can steam in batches. The aroma of meat, fat, oil, and vegetables quickly spreads through the valley. Can't force it. Set it aside for now. Handle it later. Handle later. Hear the noise first, then have time to pack up. The final salt isn't pure white, but much cleaner than the original coarse salt. Salty, no obvious bitter taste. Got 15 gin of salt. Can cure meat, make rice. On the road, at least we won't have to eat dry rations every meal. When tired on the road, a bowl of hot sweet bean soup. This is harder on the arms than chopping wood. Needed 30 gin of white flour, plus 10 gin of whole wheat flour. We'll need as little as possible from now on. On the road, indeed, fried flour is the most convenient. Still too tired. Can't be careless anymore. Start stir-frying the grain. Start frying the grain. Frying flour is the easiest. 30 gin of each is enough for now. Still need to steam buns and mantou. Make big pancakes and rice balls. When few and safe, can have meat buns, rice balls, and bean soup. When many, only take coarse cakes, fried rice, and fried flour. The smell might attract beasts sometimes. People are scarier than beasts. Meat buns can't be too big. White flour mantou, whole wheat mantou, meat buns, veggie. Buns, fried rice, fried flour, red bean soup. Mung bean soup, boiled eggs, chopped veggies, and meat filling. These are the backbone on the run. Can't sleep yet. Can't leave any more traces. Must return to the village tomorrow. Found a new water source in the village. Water collection team is ready to go. Those who went into the mountains haven't come back.
Lu Zhengyan should also decide whether he and village moves.
This bucket is full, then we go.
He saved me once.
Can't come back often from now on. Food is ready. Wooden buckets and clay pots are ready. Steamer baskets, iron pots, and firewood are ready. Salt, meat, and oil are also ready. Nothing missing. Nothing wasted. Got grain, got water, got salt, got meals too. Only one last thing left. Return to the village and wait for the exodus. Return to the village and wait for the exodus. Water is gone. This small pool that saved his life has finally dried up too. The basin is damp, but there's no water. Even the heavens are driving people away. If the water source could hold out, could have prepared more. But now no need to think about it. The pool once dry. The deep mountains are no longer a retreat. If we don't leave, we can only wait to die. These 3 days I've barely rested. Actually, barely rested at all. Boil porridge, boil water. Steam dry rice. No bamboo tubes. No steamer either. Have to simmer slowly. Hidden for so long. In the end, it benefits me. Haven't had such hot buns in so long. Meat buns, veggie buns, white flour mantou, whole wheat mantou, fried rice. Rice, fried flour, boiled eggs, red bean soup, mung bean soup, and buckets of rice balls. 89 of them. 3 big clay jars of oil. If I took them out in a crowd, the smell would attract a bunch of starving eyes, over 200 people. Unrefined as it may be, can't waste. Save water, save oil, no waste. This isn't ordinary food. It's our life on the road ahead. Enough food, but not enough water. Followed animal tracks deeper for a day and night. No river, no spring. Even animals are fewer. Can't go further in here. The pool is dry. This place saved me. But it can't hold out either. Time to go back. The elder is leaving. Take what can be taken. Leave what can't. First protect lives, old and young in the middle. Strong ones guard front and back. Divide grain to carry. Divide water to carry too. No one is to only look after themselves. If someone falls behind, call first. No running off. One time. You're back. Grandpa Village Chief sent people to your thatched hut to find you. He's aged a lot. Lu Changjing is injured. Losses in the water-finding team. The village well has no bottom. The new water source is also fought over by nearby villages. Last night, the county office finally sent word, allowing disaster-stricken villages to register and migrate south in groups. No harassing locals along the way. No looting water. Called permission. But really, it's telling them to fend for themselves. Wonton girl, the village leaves tomorrow morning. You should come with the village. No matter what, safer with more people on the road than going alone. Going alone is free. No one watching your space. A bag of plain rice, a few veggie cakes, a basket of clever shoes, and the patrol's torchlight circling the hut every night. I can't save everyone. But I don't have to live like a stone. I'll go with the village. Good. Anything else at home to pack? I'll pack it myself. Need to clear away the obvious things.